I want to tackle this thing very quickly. There is something on Peace FM online, and it is attributed to Nana Fredia. Nana Fredia is at the presidency. He's one of the key people in the presidency. He's a man that I admire. You always see him wearing his African attire, looking very African, and some of the time talking Pan-Africanism. I like people like that. Now, Nana Fredia is a man who has earned my respect. He said something, and I would like us to discuss that. He says, let's not wait for foreign vaccine. Nana Fredia calls for locally made vaccine. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, all over Jamaica there is turmoil. So many musicians are kicking against the new vaccine. Sislak Alonye thinks that this vaccine was made several years ago. In fact, it was made at the same time that the corona itself was made. And for that matter, he thinks that it is a ploy to deal with black people. He says no vaccine. Tony Rebel is the newest person in Jamaica to fight against the coronavirus. And for the first time, I've heard him use curse words, swear words, as he swore that he will never allow himself to be injected with the vaccine. Tony Rebel goes ahead to say that if it means that he will not travel, he will stay and die in Jamaica because he's not ready to take the vaccine. This is how serious some people have some entrenched positions around the world. My brother, my sister, today I'm going to look at a two-edged sword discussion. And I need you to come along with me. This is very important. Nana Fredia says that, listen, what are we waiting for? Can we not find a locally made vaccine? Lord, God have mercy. I am very, very intrigued that this debate is coming from the presidency. When the coronavirus started, we all heard about the Madagascar cure. What attempts did we make to go all the way to Madagascar and be able to find the science behind the Madagascar cure? Whether it was a hoax or not, it was said that so many people were recovering from COVID-19 in Madagascar. We sat down, condemned it in one way or the other. Herbalists came out. Now we know that at least one herbalist was locked up for saying that he had something that could deal with the COVID-19 situation. It was all over in the news. We had the Food and Drugs Authority come in and say a lot of things. In fact, even the boss of the Food and Drugs Authority was caught in so many different ways, my brother, my sister, lamenting over herbalists saying that they had a cure or they had something that could deal with the COVID-19 situation. How about the Standards Authority? My brother, my sister, the boss of the Standards Authority, Professor Dodu, Alex Dodu, told us right from the time that the coronavirus was most mystified that Ghana was going to come out with a cure anytime soon. How soon is the soon? 1 year is almost gone. We live in a country where we do not encourage our herbalists. Anything that is herbal is demonic. How many see us as archaic-minded, stereotyped-minded, obsolete-minded? Yes, it looks like we have obsolete brains. Our brains are so obsolete. Obsolete brains. Brains that are long archaic. Anytime we talk about herbal medicine, Ghanaians would only go for herbal medicine when the white man's medicine does not work. How many Ghanaians would make the herbalist the first place of cure when they are not well? Go out there and do the research yourself. You will see abysmal results. My brother, my sister, herbalists are not encouraged. We see herbalists in Ghana as illiterates. We see herbalists in Ghana as cheats. We see herbalists in Ghana as brainless. At the end of it all, we want the same brainless idiots to come out with a vaccine. Are we being serious? I can understand a man like Nana Fredia. He is a man who loves his tradition like the way I love my tradition. He is a man who loves, my brother, my sister, blackness. A man like that, my brother, my sister, in these days would just be one in a million. He is saying with a very bold voice that we need to empower our herbalists to be able to give us this vaccine. I know that the vaccine is already there. But because of inferiority complex, that has been meted out to our herbalists. Because of inferiority complex, that has been put in their minds. Even if they have it, they are always subdued and gagged so that they will not be able to talk about this. True or false? I do not intend spending so much time on this. But my brother, my sister, it is not only about the herbalist. We live in a country where so many people are fools. We live in a country where so many people don't think. We live in a country where people behave like sheep. And if you want to see how some Ghanaians behave like animals, let me give you an example. Go on social media. Let people just see a headline. They don't read the story anymore, but they go to comment. A lot of Ghanaians look at the first comment, and all of them comment the same, like sheep. When there is a car coming, and one sheep crosses the road, 100 other sheep will come and try to cross the road. You see, without any respect for safety. Same way, if you put a stick a little high up and in front of one sheep and it comes to jump over it, pull that sheep back, that stick back, 100 other sheep would all come and be jumping over the non-existent height. That's how a lot of Ghanaians behave. Until we empower the brains and the minds of our people, we will continue to behave like a nation of sheep. Until we empower our people. How many Ghanaians do not have an opinion until somebody else has an opinion? How many Ghanaians do not think? In fact, if you are looking for wisdom from people who have even been to school, you'll be most disappointed. A lot of Ghanaians behave like sheep, my brother, my sister. They don't think. They hear one man say that, oh, blah, 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 blah. And they go to the gallery with the same nonsense without verifying it, without taking pain to check it out. That is how this country is. We have no brains of our own. We borrow brains from so many different people. That is why politicians will continue using us like sheep. It pains me so much, my brother, my sister. In my house, I teach my children to think. When I tell you something, yes, listen to me as your father. But check it out. You will get some other faces to that story that you could share with me and even empower me the better. In our society, we listen once and that's it. I'll give you an example. I remember when I was teaching in the US. Listen, anything that I said in class, the students had their iPads and their laptops and blah, blah in front of them. They quickly set it. Pa, 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 pa. And you see hands up. You said this, but from this, this is what I see right now, blah, 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 blah. In our country, we listen to the teacher, And we keep the same old stereotypes, archaic information from the past 7 million years. We don't research, we don't upgrade, we don't do anything, so we continue to behave like sheep. When people are advancing, that is when we are waiting for them to advance to the last limit before we begin, when we have the capacity, my brother, my sister, to even do better. Why do we look down so much on our traditional medicine? The Chinese fought the whole world when everybody saw Chinese medicine as hogwash, as useless. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, today, Chinese medicine has its place, even in medicine. How many people go to China? All because of traditional Chinese medicine. How many hospitals do we have in Ghana alone that are basically hospitals administering Chinese medicine? Go to China. How many Ghanaian herbalists do you see there? How many African herbalists do you see there? We killed Nana Drobo when he told us that he had a cure for AIDS. Anybody who comes out and says, I have a cure for COVID-19, you will be at the NIB cells. You'll be locked up and whipped like a sheep. When you come out next time, they say that you have a cure for COVID-19. Even the white man doesn't have it. You an idiot black man, you say you have it. That is the mentality of our people. We are never taught and encouraged today. All of us are encouraged to behave like sheep. That is why in this country, when there is one product that is selling, you see everybody stops selling everything and sells that one product. Hand sanitizer. Even people who were selling plantain stopped selling plantain and they were selling hand sanitizers. People who were selling medicine, people who were selling food, people who were in different aspects of the economy all seized and started selling nose masks and hand sanitizers. Everybody behaving like sheep. One man has made it. For that matter, all of us must go the same line, thinking that that one line will perpetually be there for all of us to pass through. Even the Red Sea, when God opened it up, he didn't open it up permanently. After his people crossed, he closed it up. Nothing is permanent in this life. And only the creative-minded will be able to stay. I want to thank Nana Fredia for coming out boldly to say some of these things. Not many people in our society would have the guts, especially when they are in government, to tell the local people that this is it. But one word for Nana Fredia is simple. My brother, it is not enough to call upon the local people to come out with a vaccine. Empower them. Give them the energy. Encourage them. Push them. Tell them you are counting on them. Same way we are counting on our farmers to feed us. We must encourage the farmers. We must give them respect. We must let them know that by being a herbalist doesn't mean that you are demonic. By being a herbalist, how many people think that herbalist is synonymous with juju man? Oh, I'm going to visit my herbalist. Oh, he's going to juju. How many people think that the synonym for juju is herbalist? In Nigeria, when you say herbalist, they are all talking about juju. What a mentality. Go to Nigeria. I was in Nigeria the other day, and I was going for some herbal medicine. My God have mercy. The moment I said, I had seen some herbalists, and in fact, he spoke so well, people started saying, be careful with those people. They will bring demons on you. I'm saying, what is this? Go to Nigeria, my brother, my sister. Mention the word herbalist. Watch their movies. Anything to do with juju is herbal. You see the mentality. How do we grow as a people? It hurts me so much that I live on a continent where so many people are behaving like sheep. The few ones who have the brains of Kweku and Nancy, Brian and Nancy, are wiped out by the same old sheep. A nation of sheep, my brother, my sister, with one mind that is the mind of Anansi, they will wipe you out very soon, like they wiped out Kwame Nkrumah. Nkrumah taught them wisdom. Nkrumah showed them how to stand firm. Nkrumah taught them so many different things. But at the end of the day, they betrayed him. My brother, my sister, Yeshua HaMashiach came, taught them so many different things. At the end of the day, they sold him for 30 pieces of silver. Let us be wise as a nation. It is so hurting. When I talk about our continent, when I talk about our people, the Holy Spirit descends on me. I get so strong and so passionate because I want to see a better Ghana. I want to see a better Africa. When Kwame Nkrumah said that the independence of this country was meaningless, unless it was linked up with the total liberation of the whole of Africa, how many people understood that? Even Nyerere, my brother, my sister, and some other African presidents thought that Kwame Nkrumah was too ubiquitous. My God have mercy. Yes, he was too ubiquitous. He was too much of an element, my brother, my sister, that was wallowing all over the place and was looking for power to rule the whole of Africa. May I explain it better? They thought that Kwame Nkrumah with his union government, trying to talk about the whole of Africa coming together, was a man who was overly ambitious. He had an inordinate ambition. And therefore they denied the whole of Africa that unity. Long before we had the European Union. Long before we had the European Union. Kwame Nkrumah was talking about a union government. If they had accepted it at that time, if they had accepted it in 1965, Africa would have been the best continent all over. But no, they waited for the European Union to come in. They waited for other people to be united. And then they now decided that, oh, what Nkrumah said was right. Nkrumah was a man who was several years ahead of his generation. So to Nana Frejia, we are going to continue following this. A lot of politicians pay lip service to our people. Like Mr. President. One of the leaders of Africa who can pay more lip service than Satan himself. It is so unfortunate. Africa beyond aid. Ghana beyond aid. You have borrowed so exponentially that the devil himself is clapping for you, that you are the champion of all borrowing. You want to build a cathedral at the time that your people are languishing in hunger. Oh, what a president. And when you talk about that, some idiots will say, oh, do you have a personal problem? Well, you have a personal problem with your brains. Your brains are dead. You cannot think. How can my taxpayers' money, my brother, my sister, be carried around all over the place and be politic to it? You come and tell me that individuals are paying for the cathedral to be built. Advise the individuals to channel the money into things that will uplift the youth. The youth have no place in Ghana. There's no hope. Their only hope is tramol. Their only hope, drugs. And walking on the streets, begging in the name of wiping people's windscreens. What is the empowerment for the youth in this country? What are they doing for the youth of this country? The youth of this country are not even united. That is why every Tom, Dick, and Harry can tweak their minds in every direction. My brother, my sister, Lord God have mercy. Ghana beyond aid. Africa beyond aid. You have borrowed exponentially that Satan himself is shivering after clapping for you. Two-faced people all over the place. I cannot work with Formina MP. Many want to be in Juma. Many want to be in Juma. Na independent the other. Mamon to mano. Na many to be in Juma. Today you are walking cup in hand with your tail in between your legs, begging for Mina MP to change your destiny. Hallelujah. What indisciplined people. Very indisciplined. Can't you Ghanaians see that these guys are indisciplined? They have no principle. My brother, my sister, no focus. They will play politics with just everything. You said you couldn't work with former MP, right? And that because he was an independent candidate, he had now been abandoned and therefore should go according to your party constitution. Now the bold Formina MP decided to take on his own destiny, to take the bull by the horn. And today, he's an MP, and your whole destiny as a party and as a government is hinging on the shoulders of one Formina MP. Is that not a shame? Unprincipled people. They will tell you all the gospel, and when they face a little bit of threat, they go back on every little principle that they have told you that they stand for. I don't believe such people. I don't trust them. I will speak as boldly as we can, without any fear or favor, because this country does not belong to one person. The country belongs to all of us. All our ancestors fought tooth and nail, blood and sweat to be able to bring us where we are. We will not let anybody cow us into submission. In that same vein, we shall speak with the mind of God. My brother, my sister, that is how it is supposed to be. Pretenders must be shamed. Unprincipled people must be shamed. And those who deserve the applause must have it. No two ways about that. Congratulations to Nana Fredia. Yes, keep on pushing it. Encourage the national agenda rather than the party partisanship. That is what is killing us as a people. 4 Ghanaians die on the streets. And instead of reporting that 4 of our most beautiful citizens lost their lives, 4 NDC people died. 4 MPP people died. 4 CPP people died. What a nation. What a nation. Hey, youth, if you don't stand up and watch it, one day you will listen to these words. When you play them back, you will shed tears and say, oh, the brother spoke the truth to us. I love you. I will never stop loving you. One day you will grow old. And at that time, some of us might not even be here anymore. But when you listen to the playback of these voices, you will say, why did we not hold on to the truth? By what time? It might be too late for you. Don't count on these old men to take you anywhere. They are so greedy and selfish and unprincipled. They are greedy. They are only thinking about their family and friends. They are so greedy. They trick you every now and then. They squeeze you. Think about it. We don't talk politics. We talk wisdom. We talk Ghana. We talk Africa. Anything that we'll talk about that will bring us some kind of relief. That is what we are looking for. It's a movement against disorder. Mad movement against disorder. We are mad for the truth. We are mad for reality. We are mad for order. That is why it is a movement against disorder. You watch it out. My brother, my sister, I want to look at something very quickly now. So many things are happening in this country, my brother, my sister. And I need you to open your ears. Now they say everybody must wear their mask. Police has been instructed to deal with this. Once again, Ghana police has been called to duty. I don't know how many times I can thank Ghana police. As for Ghana police, if everybody goes to hell, you alone will go to heaven. As for Ghana teachers, if every other person even goes to hell, you will go to heaven. Because they pretend to be paying you. And teachers are never rich in this country. There's no way. No policeman is rich in this country. Because they are not encouraged. A lot of policemen die in rented houses. Single room. He has finished service. They've paid him some money. He's tried to build some 2 single rooms so that he can go there. He gets to the lintel. His money is finished. He's still in the rented apartment. Stroke catches him. He's dead. He's gone. Teachers, the same thing. But the politician, 2 months in power, he has 7 mansions. Politician, the same person who says he is serving you, is the same person who is several times richer than you. My brother, my sister, are we thinking? Are we thinking? No wonder they say the teacher's reward is in heaven. Yet the politician will never accept that. His reward is in heaven. He wants it here. What is heaven? They don't even believe in heaven. Neither do they believe in hell. If they believed in heaven and hell, my brother, my sister, they will not be treating you the way they are treating you. Serving their families and friends. Selling the whole nation in the name of Ejapa royalties. In the name of Noel and Associates. In the name of Helena Huang and Aisha Huang. In the name of polluting our water bodies without respect for our several deities and ancestors who are resting in the forest and looking for a way to heaven. Hallelujah. Ghana, beyond aid, has become a farce. Year of return has become nothing but a mere conundrum. You check it out. And all the African Americans who came here, they invite them to Ghana again. They will push a middle finger up several times in your face. What a shame. Brilliant idea, yet greedy people swallowed it up, their fat stomachs with families and friends, and messed up the whole thing. Today, schools have been opened. Children are supposed to go to school. Only God will take care of these children. As my children were going to school today, I had to go down on my knees and pray, say, Father, this nose mask, the washing of hands, I'm praying, Father, will not be enough without you. Are they still going to have physical education? Where they go out and play football, will they still be wearing the mask? Are they going to wear the mask the whole period they are in the school? We leave it up to the Almighty Father, and we pray that our country gets better. Ghana is not doing too bad as compared to some other countries when it comes to this coronavirus issue. It is my prayer that Ghana does better. It is my prayer that our leaders stand up and be patriotic. Politicians are not patriotic in this country. No. How many politicians will refuse to even build a house in Ghana? They prefer building it in South Africa, in America, and boast that they have a house in America. What a continent. What a country. What a continent. Patriotism has long been buried with Kwame Nkrumah. The day Kwame Nkrumah died was the day patriotism died in this country. We are no longer patriots. We are all cheats and thieves. All we want is to be opportunists, stealing from the motherland. Those of us who have the visa to go to America, to go to England, and to go to Japan, the moment we sit in the plane, my God, we start singing, Asida yonyame nedia, Asida yonyame odia, Asida yonyame nedia, mento menkada waya mame. Oh my God, I just want to thank you. Oh my God, I just want to thank you. Yeah. Oh my God, I just want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. And the francophone, oh mon Dieu, je vous dirai merci. Oh mon Dieu, je vous dis merci. Oh mon Dieu, je vous dis merci pour les choses que vous avez faites pour moi. My God. Look what is happening in Cameroon. My brother, my sister, you get a visa to go to America, and it's like Angel Gabriel has just opened the gates of heaven to you. How many people have hung themselves all because they couldn't get a visa? How many people go to church all because they want a visa? How many people follow malams, quack malams, fake malams all over the place? All because they want a visa to Afghanistan. They don't care where the visa takes them to. All they want is that they get out of Africa. What a great continent. A continent with everything, yet a continent with nothing. A continent with strong people, yet with very weak people. Obama told you when he came here. So we don't need strong men in Africa anymore. What we need, strong institutions. I swear to God, if I was the president of this country, which I will never be, my first mandate will be to strengthen institutions. I swear to God. When I speak, I don't speak like this. I'm so passionate about some of these things. Strong institutions. So that the fisherman's son in Binduri, Zabzugu, Tatale, Savulugu, Fabairaba to be chalk, they can all have the same opportunity that the Minister of Education son has. Institutions where you don't need to know somebody before it works. I go to America. I write a letter to the local government. And I put my name there. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know me from Adam. The next moment, I get a response as quickly as a flash in a pan. My God, I come to Ghana. I will write 1 million letters to an idiot fool of a minister who does not understand that the power that he has is the power of the people. The first people he uses the power against would be the people. You will write 1 million letters. No response. Because you don't know somebody who knows another somebody and knows another somebody to be able to go to that somebody who knows the somebody who knows the minister before they would ask you to come over. We see employment opportunities in the newspapers which were granted 2 years ago. And people have already started working in quotes before they advertise the position. Are we human beings? Institutions must work in this country. A policeman arrests a boy. And the next thing is that he's calling a somebody who knows a big somebody to be able to intervene. Because in this country, war betides you. Oh my God. If you do not know one somebody who knows another somebody who knows that somebody who knows the big man. In America, it's not like that. It's by merit. In England, it's by merit. In so many other countries, you don't even need to see my face. You will look at the merits of what I have put before the table, not in this country. If I was president, I swear to God, institutions will work. The fishmonger at Choco can walk into the office of any minister of state and talk to them. That's why they are there. They gave you the power. When people are voting, it doesn't matter whether they are fishermen or farmers. It's the same thumbprint that the professor has. And when they are counting, they don't count a fishmonger's thumbprint as 1 and the professor's thumbprint as 100. It's the same thumbprint for everybody. Same way, everybody must be equal before every institution and before the law. Institutions are not working. Oh, I know the Minister of Finance. Oh, I know the Minister of Energy. So for that matter, I can take you there so you get a contract. What the heck? Are we human beings? How did we get so low? How did we get so corrupt? Do we have one radical leader who would let the institutions work? People are coming into this country. They want to do philanthropy. My brother, my sister, they want to bring in some kind of aid. And ministers are asking for bribe before these people will help the nation. And if the bribes are not paid, these same people go back with their aid. Are we human beings? You see why I'm angry? I am angry because the country is a country of sheep. We are all behaving as if we don't have brains. All of us are behaving as if we are prehistoric men. In fact, prehistoric men are wiser and better than a lot of us. We are still behaving like we are human beings with tails. We are walking with tails. To God be the glory. We are all looking up to the president to put food on our table. That is foolishness. The president is not a cook. Neither is he a chef. We are all waiting for the president to seal up all the potholes. If all the institutions were working, you would not even have to talk and it's done. If all people pay taxes right, if all people were equal before the law in this country, my brother, my sister, we will have a better nation. But you speak, and the next moment there's an assailant who wants your life. You speak, and the next moment people are coming after you to lock you up in dungeons to put the fear of God in you. Hallelujah. My mentor went to prison several times, and when he came out, he became president. And I'm talking about Kwame Nkrumah. Prison to me is only a certificate, my brother, my sister, to higher heights. Whoever is afraid of prison, my brother, my sister, is not ambitious. It's not really a freedom fighter. It is a movement against disorder. Mad. My brother, my sister, I want to say thank you to all teachers. Right now, you are going to be exposed to all kinds of danger. You are going to meet several school children. In America, one classroom, how many students? But here, one classroom, 200 people are sitting there. Thanks to the double, what is it called? Double track. Now the numbers might reduce. But, my brother, my sister, the danger is still lingering. How many people have thought about how musicians are going to survive in these times? Concerts are out. The beaches have been closed. The creative arts is dead. Musicians' union is a ghost. How are musicians going to eat? Creative people who have to perform before an audience, how will they survive? In some countries, they will find a way of making you stay aloft. But in our country, only the fittest survive. Politicians have a way of having meetings and campaigns and rallies, and COVID-19 is not a threat to them, but it is a threat to musicians who will gather people to play music for them. You see, Abua, the animal that has no tail, is God that watches over it. To God be the glory. We will let us stay here, and I would like to encourage you. These are not, never, these are not ordinary times. These are not ordinary times. We want everybody to open their ears and watch. Finally, I would like to look at this, and then we close. I'm reading this from City Newsroom, and it's written by one Marian Ansa. It was published on the 14th of January 2021, a few days ago. And it's captioned, Parliament petitioned to probe unruly conduct of Canada Japan, Hawa Kumsen. And I read, a Ghanaian citizen, Kwesi Dawood, has petitioned the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, to institute a probe into the alleged criminal conduct of the members of Parliament for Asin Central and Ewutu Senya East, Kennedy Champon and Mavis Hawa Kumsin, respectively. Mr. Dawood, in his petition, accused both MPs of showing specific unruly actions which are unparliamentary, inimical to democracy, and pose grave danger to life and property of citizens of Ghana. The petition said Mr. Japong had accused flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress NDC John Dramani Mahama and other members of the party, Joshua Akamba, Johnson Asiedun Ketia, amongst others, of burning 14 market stalls. It said Mr. Japong had threatened to burn down the house of former President John Dramani Mahama. The petition also cited Ms. Kumsin for physically assaulting some persons at a polling station in the Ewutu Senya East constituency during the voter registration exercise. Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsin and her thugs bent down a motorbike belonging to one of those who had shown up to be registered, it said. Mr. Dawood demanded that the two MPs should suffer the necessary punishment should they be found liable for the alleged wrongdoings. My brother, this is long overdue. Long, long, long overdue. In our country, we are quick to go to the parliament house at 4 a.m., 6 hours before parliamentary proceedings, all because we want to sit on the left or right of the speaker. But the days that we are needed most, we don't show up. We play the most absenteeism when it comes to parliament. We misbehave in parliament when dignitaries come to speak with so much heckling and noise. In parliament, we have seen people supposedly chewing ballot paper. We have seen people play the anini, play the atayi, right there in the parliament, stealing ballot paper and running helter-skelter like dummies. My brother, my sister, in order to bring some respect to the parliament, Alban Bagbin has a lot to do. And I want to believe, and I am convinced, that he would be able to crack the whip and let some respect come to the parliament house. It looks like some people can say whatever they want to say. And the next moment, they are walking like free stadium atoms on heat. Hey, are laws in this country working? If this was somewhere in the world, the law would have already come down. The law would have already worked. When people in some other countries are doing anything, they first think about the law. But in our country, we think about who we know in high positions. I will fool, misbehave. After all, the president is my sister's boyfriend. I would fool and misbehave and break all the laws of this country. After all, the Chief Justice is my secondary school friend. Are we human beings? My brother, come along with me. Is this the country you want your children to inherit? Is this the country that you can be proud of? In order that this country becomes better, I'm talking to you. Come along, come join me. I don't mind. I can come and join you. And together, I tell you, within the shortest possible time, institutions in this country would work. Our attitudes would change. If you don't want to change your attitude, you will work on a farm. State farms will be available all over the country. If you misbehave, we won't take you to prison. You will go and farm and feed the generation. If you steal, police will bring you, you will go to the farm. You will cultivate cassava. You will cultivate maize. You will cultivate rice, potatoes. You will plant cocoa. Why should I waste my time and go and put you in a jailhouse and be feeding you whilst you are sleeping and waking up? No, sir. All jailhouses will be closed time after time. All of them will go to the farm. Common sense. Common sense. You are waiting for America to do it before you do it. You are waiting for Japan to do it before you do it. If you have criminals, take them to the farm. Make them productive. That is why I am against the schools that just make students who misbehave jump around, walk around, kneel down, raise their hands. No! Where is the school farm? Where is the school farm? The dirty gutters. Who is going to clean them? The weedy environment. Who is going to deal with that? The mosquitoes. These are the people who should be doing that. If you catch a ballot paper stealing MP with a big fat stomach, send him to the cocoa farm Let him go and work in the cocoa farm so that the cocoa board can increase its yield economically. If you catch a teacher who sleeps with a little girl in the school, oh, let him work on the farm. The number of years when they work on the farm, they stay there and work. When they come out, they will know that the laws are working. It's better than taking them to prison, jailing them. They sleep, wake up, sleep, eat, wake up, sleep, eat, wake up, sleep, eat, wake up. And the government of Ghana is paying for feeding them. It means that anybody who has no food can just decide to go to prison so he can get free food. To God be the glory. I thank you. I appreciate you. Ghana, there's a new movement coming up. This is not a new movement. It's an old movement. It's a movement against disorder. Mad. We are mad to see our country change. We are mad to see the country change, the continent change. We are mad for order. There's too much disorderliness in this country. There's too much foolishness. And it takes you and me. You don't have to grow a beard before you can be a freedom fighter. You don't have to grow a gray beard before you can have wisdom. You don't need to be 76, 80, 90 before you become president. No, sir. That's the movement against disorder. Can you join me? Let's deal with this situation. Let's make our country a better country. Let's make the continent better. Nkrumah said, Ghana without the whole continent of Africa is meaningless. So as we deal with Ghana, we will deal with the rest of the country, the continent. To God be the glory. My name is Blakk Rasta. I appreciate you and I thank you so much. I apologize one more time for the, how's it called? The mishap at the beginning of the show. I thank you for listening. Continue to share the vibes and continue to let everybody see that, yes, we are here. And once we are here to stay. We are fighting for freedom. Uganda is in crisis. Bobby Wine's life is in danger. People are looking for him. Soldiers have surrounded his home. No food to eat. They have shot and killed a lot of people because it is a crime to be president in Africa before you reach 70. It is a crime to be rich in Africa as a youth. So these old criminal old men and women all over Africa stealing and robbing the destiny of the youth. Do you want your destiny to be robbed? Think about it. My name is Blakk Rasta. We're looking for freedom. And the freedom time is now. Calm down, Bobby Wine.